Welcome to Weekly Digest, where we highlight the works of ministers of government as they push the administration's development agenda. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Hugh Todd moved a motion to reaffirm recognition of the 1899 Arbitral Award and the 1966 Geneva Agreement. This was done at an extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly on Monday. Minister Todd reaffirmed that Guyana is adhering to international law in the border controversy and will not succumb to the pressure from the Venezuelan government.
And we are here this morning, Mr. Speaker, as a nation, united, to show the world that we are here on the right side of history and the right side of international law.
Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips asserted that Guyana's stance on the Guyana-Venezuela border controversy is non-negotiable.
We remain steadfast in our commitment to a peaceful approach to resolving this issue. We maintain our trust in the ICJ, believing that its judgment will align with international law. Most importantly, as a nation and a people, we stand resolute in defending our country's sovereignty and territorial integrity while respecting boundaries and our neighboring nations.
14 computers have been delivered to the Buxton Practical Instruction Center to further support learners' growth in information and communication technology. Over the years, government's continued investments and policies in the education sector have resulted in providing the best technology and infrastructure.
And it is, for us, something that we take very seriously and something that we take a joy in doing for our children, because the children, as you would have heard, I'm sure, many times before, you are the future. But not just the future and any future we want for our children of Guyana. We want the best future, and therefore we are working to provide you the best opportunities.
Government in 2022 invested US $27.5 million to procure 17 generator sets that will produce 28.9 megawatts of electricity. The engines will arrive in Guyana on November 22nd and are projected to increase GPL's generation capacity by December 15.
So we started that process, we have contracted them, we're building the site at Colombia, which is in Berbice area. Because the grid is such one that you can't put in power any part of the grid. The grid is designed to take a certain maximum transmission.
The Ministry of Public Works, they signed 21 contracts totaling $1 billion to rehabilitate 25 roads. Minister Bishop Juan Edgell urged contractors to execute the projects by December 15.
Guyana is a country that has turned the corner. People are no longer hoping that one day their road will be fixed. They are seeing it being fixed. And the ones who are in line to be next, they want it to be next today, not next tomorrow.
In a bid to continuously improve accessibility and connectivity within the hinterland communities, contracts totaling almost $3.4 billion were on Thursday signed for roadworks in Region 1, 8, and 9. These contracts will see the construction of 25 roads spanning a collective length of 282.3 kilometers.
Wherever our people are located, we have to keep the wheels of industry turning. We have to ensure that services are getting to people. When we get these roads done, the doctors could get in, the nurses could get in, the education officials could get in, the senior citizens could get their pensions served better water supply.
6 new technical and vocational education training centers are expected to be opened soon, as heavy emphasis is being placed on technical education. The centers will be built in Mabaruma Region 1, Fellowship Region 3, Betterville-Waxon Region 4, Hopetown Region 5, Bartica Region 7, and St. Ignatius Region 9.
Technical education is getting a lot of attention because we believe that skill is wealth. We believe that the country is in a place where the thrust is going to be is going to see a need for a large number of skilled persons where we both need them to develop, but they also can earn a sound and solid living on utilizing the skills that they earn and gain at these facilities.
Government has been working on implementing various policies and strategies to break barriers that have been hindering the growth and development of its local businesses and foreign investors who operate within the country. This was stated by Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashley Singh.
We are implementing an array of policies aimed at unblocking or removing those historic impediments to growth and competitiveness, with the specific objective of ensuring global competitiveness in these respective sectors.
This week, Dr. Singh also called on the International Finance Cooperation, IFC, to do more in Guyana as the country is booming with investment opportunities. He noted that Guyanese producers have been providing goods and services locally and regionally, displaying growth potential. However, to meet the growing demand, they require support.
So the IFC, I will say, that Guyanese companies have been responding, they've been adapting over the years. They are responding to the opportunities today that exist, and the IFC needs to step up and do more in Guyana.
Various infrastructural projects will soon be advanced in Tobago Village and other communities in the Mabroom sub-district of Region 1 as massive amounts of resources are being injected.
The region very shortly will be doing your bridge. When you're accessing, how much? When you're accessing from the main road, $2.4 million to repair that bridge.
All 4 pump stations, which are currently operational at the Dawa Pump Station Region 2, will help to satisfy the water needs of the cash crop and rice farmers by providing an adequate supply of water for their farmlands. Since the sowing season is set to start in a few weeks, this will also help to meet the needs of the farmers.
I'm hoping that within another 5 to 7 days, we can have an acceptable level of water so that farmers can start to get water into their land. As it stands now, we are having 215,400 gallons per minute we are pumping here. I'm hoping that this also will start a new system at the loop where we'll try to complement this system that we are having here.
Minister Mustafa also met with farmers of Wakenham and Legwan in Region 3 to address several agriculture-related issues. During the meetings, farmers raised various concerns relating to access to freshwater resources, water catchment structures, additional machinery, and access to imported genetic materials for cattle.
Next year, early next year, just after the budget, I will give you another excavator to the region. If we can get the NDC to work, NDC and the councillor, you work with the people and get the land, I promise you I will do the canal, you'll get a reservoir, so when you get problem like this, you'll get your canal there. Correct. Everybody will benefit from that.
This brings us to the end of this edition of Weekly Digest. For these and other government-related stories, do log on to our website at dpi.gov.gy and our social media platforms as well. Goodbye.